This is the first ever Johnny Baker Donuts sports handicap, whatever you want to call it, talking sports, this, that, and the other thing. So basically, world, I am Johnny Baker Donuts. I'm originally from Queens, New York. I live in close to Tampa Bay, Florida. I've been around the sports world for many years. I'm a diehard Jet fan, Met fan, and Ranger fan, so that tells you right there all you need to know about what's going on with my stuff. But let's just talk about what's going on today in football. I really had a great Thanksgiving with everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed it. But this being 10-10, fourth quarter of the Giants and the Redskins is kind of surprising, to be honest with you. I wouldn't expect that at all. And if I'm correct, the Chargers spanked 28-6. That's a spanking. And the early game was a good game. I watched the early game. Minnesota held on 9-2, so they're playing really well. Detroit lost a little bit of a surprising game. 4th and 1, it's a big play. And Washington just delay a game. That's inexcusable. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Cheers to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. You know, listen, it's a big weekend. Everybody, Black Friday, everybody's out there running around shopping, doing all this crazy stuff. Me, I'm home. You hear that honking back there? That's Miss Gooks, right there. Where'd she go? There she is. Miss Gooks' first time on, well, actually, yeah. It's my little crib, my little man cave down here. Where you going, Gooch? Going out? So, bottom line is just that somebody's school for me. Tommy told me to get on here and talk my little sports lingo that I know. You know, I know what's going on in the sports world. You know, right now you got a lot of baseball stuff happening. Free agency now, you saw I'm a diehard Met fan, which speaks volumes. You know, and that team, you know, I still go back to Carlos Beltran's Game 7 strikeout with bases loaded after Timo Perez's incredible catch that saved the series. And Star Wars Last Jedi, that's something I'm definitely going to want to go check out, and I'm sure everybody else in the world is going to be wanting to go see that show. Going back to a little bit of the Mets, I go back to 1974, I'm about 50 years old, so I go back with the Mets. I can go to a history book, and you know, as a matter of fact, we're going to pause now, we're going to go back. So all right, I'm back again, 240 mark. I'm trying not to hear, but I go back, and it's funny how I think back about how life, and I go back to baseball, and this is something that's defunct now. It's the Sports Illustrated Almanac. This was actually the last one ever made, 2015. They don't even make them anymore. But the Almanac basically has, you know, everything you could ever think of for all major sports in here. And I go back, I can remember, of course, the Mike Schmidt era. Let me get back to history. Okay, here we go. The World Series. I was born in '67, so give or take, I remember, if I'm correct, my first World Series was probably, I remember the Mike Fisk, 1975. Carlton Fisk against Cincinnati Reds. I do remember that. And then 76 was when the Big Red Machine swept the Yankees. I do remember that. Then 77, which is unfortunately the year my brother passed away at 16. I was 10 years old. I do remember the Yankees. I do remember Reggie Jackson hitting those 3 home runs. And I think that is something that's maybe may never be repeated in such a monumental game. I do remember the playoff series where Chris Chambliss hit the home run in, what year was that? 1970. Hold up, let's see. League Pennant Winners, American League, 1970. It's amazing how these books, they don't even make them anymore. 1977 was Billy Martin. League Championship Series, there we go. 1976 was when the Yankees beat Chris Chambliss. Chris Chambliss hit the home run that Yankee Stadium exploded. That was about the time of Son of Sam. I was a little kid. And of course, my brother passing away When I was 10 years old, you know, everything changed. I didn't have a sibling. It was just me, myself, and I. And my parents both worked. And, you know, I did what I had to do. As you could see from my little Greek beads, I'm Greek Orthodox and half a Guinea, wherever you want to call it. I was born in the Southern Alps of Zurich, Switzerland. But I am 100% Greek Orthodox. I have an amazing daughter that I live for. But this is about sports. We're not talking about her. And you met my little side dish cooks over there, my little kukuchk. So, anyway, I go back, you know, I go back. So I do remember, of course, 86. I remember, let's go back to World Series a second. World Series, okay, the pennant winners. On the Blue Jays, the World Series, here we go, okay. So we said 1976, I remember right here, which was the Yankees losing. Then 77, the Yankees beat the Dodgers. 78, the Yankees beat the Dodgers. 1979, we all family, the Pittsburgh Pirates. I remember in 7 beat Baltimore. That was in the old Baltimore Stadium. That was some great stuff. And in 1980 was my Dave Kingman era, which I actually have. My beautiful daughter made me a Dave Kingman jersey, which I wear down here in Florida. People are like, Kingman? My brother's name was Kong. I used to call him Kong. So that's where my Kingman, I remember him hitting bombs at a Shea Stadium that used to break windows in parking lot at Shea Stadium. So, you know, I'm just trying to get to know people. You know, if you like what you hear and follow me, I'm doing this on a goof, you know, and we'll see how it goes. I will be adding stuff to it, you know, here and there, more subjects and stuff. But this is just, I'm just talking old-time New York sports and what's going on today in the sport world. So peace out. Thank you very much. It's Johnny Bacon Donuts with my little sidekick sitting right there, Miss Gooks. Let's say hello to the world. Oops, sorry about that. There you go. That's my little Gooks. That's my big girl down here. And peace out, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And hopefully you guys will follow me. And we'll go from there.